What Sonic Forces did right. Let's not beat around the bush, Sonic Forces is not a great game. It's highly automated, the English script is incredibly edgy. Everything about classic Sonic is a mistake. But it's not terrible either. Sega have a tendency to throw the old out with the new whenever they release a dud, so I hope they keep in mind these things I feel they got right with Sonic's 25th anniversary title. Number 1, the story. I'm not saying the story was great. As I said before, classic Sonic was a waste and the English dub was trying way too hard to be dark and edgy, but I am saying I'm happy Sonic returned to telling more serious stories. My favorite stories in the Sonic series are Unleashed and Black Knight. While Black Knight was cheesy at times, both games did a great job of balancing real stakes and humor, and Forces felt like the first proper attempt at this since the latter released in 2009. They dropped the ball with the execution here, but I hope they give this another shot in their next title. Forces also found a nice balance between quippy Sonic and serious Sonic 2, which I hope they continue into the future. The fewer forced jokes, in the future, the better. Number 2, Infinite. Another thing they did right that sadly needs to be taken with a grain of salt. Infinite's backstory was hilarious for all the wrong reasons and some of his lines are far too edgy. This comes from someone who thinks his theme isn't edgy at all, but I like the idea of Sonic having another anthropomorphic animal as an enemy. Having someone similar to him makes fights more personal and entertaining than fighting Eggman in robots over and over again. But Eggman has his place too, don't worry. I also like menacing villains, which is another way Infinite was a nice contrast with Eggman. Even if Infinite himself is gone for good, I hope we get another villain in the same fashion. Maybe Metal Sonic could become his own villain again. I really miss that guy. Still, I hope Infinite gets another chance if only so we can hear Liam O'Brien's dulcet tones again. There's more they could do with the Phantom Ruby too, if that thing also comes back. Messing with the player as they go through stages as was the case with one of the avatars would be so fun. Speaking of. Number 3, the Avatar. This is a matter of opinion, but the Avatar's stages were my favorite. Naturally customizing the Avatar themselves was fun, but I enjoyed their stages even more than Sonic's. While I'm sure the line "the Wispens are the evolution of Wisps" was just a marketing phrase, the Wispens really did feel that way. Most complaints about the Wisps are that they brought gameplay to a halt, but the Wispens aren't like that, you just tap or hold a button and they work right away. Except the cube. I don't know why that's here. The drill counts though. Sure, you have to charge it up to use, but you get such ridiculous speed out of it that it completely offsets the build-up and then some. Even if the Avatar themselves don't come back, I think the Wispen style would be great for Tails. After all, the bird can already double jump, just make the second jump higher and make him float and you already have Tails' flight right there. Number 4, Co-op Stages. This is such a clever way of bringing back the teamwork style of Sonic Heroes, where each button is mapped to a teammate-specific function that automatically brings that character to the forefront of the action. Imagine a fluid system like this being used in a game where you play as Sonic and Tails at the same time. Number 5, the Air Boost. This is a little thing, but I really like the upward curve of the Air Boost this time around. Not only is it satisfying to use, it's great for getting that extra bit of air to get onto a platform that would otherwise have been just out of reach. This is a great quality of life update I didn't even know I wanted, and I hope they give the boost formula another attempt purely so we can use tweaks like this in levels that properly use them. On a related note, I hope Sonic gets his full moveset back, since he doesn't have to share buttons with the Avatar anymore. Even if he works with Tails as I suggested before, I don't think Tails would get the light speed dash or drift anyway, so there are just a few things I hope Sega keeps as they work on Sonic's next title, whenever it releases. What do you think of this list? Do you agree? Do you think I missed any good parts of Forces? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a nice day.